welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. To master love, you have to practice love. The art of relationship is a whole mastery, and the only way to reach mastery is with practice. To master a relationship is therefore about action, it is not about attaining knowledge. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 100, NASDAQ up 39, S&P's up 16, gold contract flat at $1,698 an ounce, silver up a penny at $32.31 an ounce, platinum down $9 at $1,607 an ounce, copper $3.67 a pound. Light sweet crude up 66 cents, trading out at $87.39 a barrel. Bonds down a point and 8 ticks at 147.03. Now, what the bond market did here, folks, down on 308,000 contracts, which was going into that 495,000 contracts. That's the test that the bond market needed. It looks, the way it traded, it looks bearish, but we'll see how that shakes out. That is actually a lost engulfing, and a lost engulfing on the way down. All it has to do is close 1 tick above the close of today, and that's a positive sign. King Dollar down 35 ticks, trading out at 79.62. King Dollar's having a tough time. It's laying down there, not doing much now. The deal with King Dollar being down here and gold not moving is a big disconnect in the marketplace, folks. Big disconnect. We'll get back to that, though. Euro's at 131.63, and the yen is continuing to weaken, up 34 at 83.86. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. You're up 14.97. You did volume out there 424 versus the you did volume of 624 versus 673. This is saying, no, bottom line, it's going to go up for that 1438. Once again, that was the high that was established there last Wednesday. It's going to tag it. You're already into the bottom of that, which is the full 1426.76. Dow Industrials, we go over to the Dow. We take a look at the Dow. We have inside the Dow, same type of setup, up $100 right now. We're at 13,235. That's going to go test that shooting star up there from last Wednesday, which is a 13,329 level. NASDAQ Composite, of course, all about Apple. Apple gets down to about 501 today, comes back. Composite up $39. We did 1.8 billion. Composite also is going to go for those highs that were generated out there last week, which is 3035. Now, let's go over to Apple. What you have with Apple out here is this, folks. Apple today up $9. So what did Apple do? Apple got to a lower low, did have lighter volume. That lower low is 501.23. Rejected lower price, closed at 518. Now, watch how this works now, okay? So, rejected lower price, had lower volume. Now what you're going to have is that how we go into the lows that were generated on the 6th of December is the number, and this is what it is. The bottom of that, this was really well, the bottom of that is right where we are right now. The bottom of that bar, when Apple had gone from 550 to 518, with 42 million shares, is 518.63. We're at 518.83. So, no doubt Apple can get right back up there, but Apple's going to need a lot more juice in order to basically get to higher price and stay to higher price. This is still a cause-building deal. You know, Apple actually, pre-market, was trading at 494 this morning. You know, bottom line, that Apple saved the day for the NASDAQ, no doubt about it. Probably saved the day for the market itself. Dollar index. Let's go over and we take a look at the first bonds. Okay, so watch this with bonds because it's pretty neat what bonds did out here. So what bonds did out here today is this. Bonds go down 1 point and 8 ticks. We did 308,000 contracts, basically closed out at a low. That was going down and was challenging folks when we came down with 507,000 contracts. You're going against the breakout area from the 7th of November. The bottom of that area is 147 flat. The thing that's amazing is it did hit the 147 flat. What I expect you're going to see out here tomorrow, hit the 147 again. You know, we'll see whether we get the rejection of lower price inside the bond market. Dollar index. We take a look at the dollar index. What we have with the dollar index is this. Now, this is where the disconnect comes in with the dollar versus commodities in general. Dollar index today still couldn't get any traction. What the dollar index is doing is that when the Fed meeting was last Wednesday, when the announcement was made, the dollar spiked down to 79.40. That spike was number one on big volume. We did 25,000 contracts. On Friday, this one came down with 30,000. Now what it's doing, it's coming down with 18,000. It's trying to test that layer out with lighter volume. Now here's where the disconnect is. The dollar, folks, has been going down from 81.70 going back to November 16th. Let's go over to gold and we take a look at gold. And gold still can't move, which is just amazing, actually. So we take a look at it. Well, the gold contract has gone from 17.57. Right now it's 16.99. And we're building cars to try to get it to lower price. This is the amazing part, about this is that, when the dollar's down, gold should be able to move. Well, we'll see how it tests the lower part of this whole trading range it's in. The lower part in this contract is 16.77. That's where it is. That's where that number lays out. No doubt today, banking, the banking stocks, there's no doubt. They went topside, folks, and had some juice behind them. If we go over to Citigroup, we take a look at Citigroup. This is what you have. Citigroup is coming into its swing point. Now, Citigroup has a decent swing point out here at $38.72. That swing point, even, let me put this on a weekly for a second, because I got a feeling this weekly may even be taken out. We'll see. Okay, so on the weekly... No, on the weekly it's not going to happen. Okay, so even though it's Monday, well, it could happen, but let me tell you, on the weekly, when we hit that 38.72, we did 376 million shares. Today we did 51 million, which isn't bad, by the way. But bottom line, it's going to need a lot more juice than that. But you very well could get it because right now you're right at the swing. You're 20 cents over the swing at this particular point. We go to, let's see, Bank of America. We take a look at Bank of America. Now, what Bank of America had done is that Bank of America on the 5th of December, that had taken a B point out of an ABC structure on the way up. The A point was $7. The B is the $9.50, so you get a couple bucks, $2.50, which gets you up to, that would be $8.70, $9.70, $10.70. It's $11.20. That's where that stands right now. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks in a low-volume market still. We had Research in Motion was down 11 cents. You had Wells Fargo up 123. Oracle was up 36. We had Qualcomm up 221. Now, Qualcomm, let's go over to Qualcomm because Qualcomm had just given back 221 last week. Let's see what they're looking like right now. Qualcomm, okay, so, she's filling the gap. Interesting. So what Qualcomm did is this. So watch this. Qualcomm, folks, had gone straight down last week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Went from $64 down to 59. Monster volume. Down on 37 million. Today, what you do, you're up on 20. Okay. Qualcomm can get up there and fill the higher gap inside that 62.50, but the volume is just too intense on the way down right here. Let's go take a look at Big Blue IBM. IBM today up $1.86, trading out at 193.62. And we have with IBM, she's going to need more juice. She is the mover inside this Dow, folks. Weighted wise. But what you do have is that when we came down off this 210 level, we came down hard. You came down with 9.2 million shares, and you're going up with 3.7. At this particular point, that's all that is a counter-trend bounce and a equity that wants to trade into a lower price. Now, let's go over to Walmart. Now, Walmart, folks, of course, that was a breakout on a 14-year chart. Gave it up at that $77, gave it up with volume, down hard, and in a decent market today, Walmart still couldn't get going. What Walmart did here, up 45 cents, 69.20. It's a much larger ABC structure on the way down. Trading-wise, we basically have the next 3 days, I would say. Even up to Thursday. Up to Thursday, you can get some action here both ways. After that, you know, you got to remember, Christmas, New Year's this year on a Tuesday. That's going to stop trading from us the full week and a half. It's Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.